Hello, my friends, and welcome back to a continued blind Let's Play Conquests of the Longbow, a legend of Robin Hood for the PC. My name is FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel, and today, I believe we're on day 4. We have 550 score with 31 outlaws and 300 ransom. I did not see anything in the instruction manual about ransom and outlaws. Although, when I went to GOG.com, because if you look at the description of all my videos towards the end, I have a description of a game. And I always try to find non-spoiler stuff because it's very easy to find a website that will just spoil everything for you. And they did mention in the on the front page of GOG that this game actually has 5 different endings. Which makes me believe your ransom is the evil things you do? Or maybe it's the good things you do, since being good is still being bad? I'm not sure. But there is a lot of questionable things you can do in this game. Such as robbing a beggar at point blank range with a bow and arrow. Which we saw in the last episode. I didn't do it. We went back and loaded. I was just trying to test to see if you could do it. But man, this game has so many different possibilities. There's probably a lot of different ways to play. Speaking of which, we should probably get started, shouldn't we? I hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day today. Morning, Will. Any news? It's quiet. John might be at the Overlook. I'll be about if you need me. Okay, just went off. At least we know where to go. We need to go to the Overlook. And John's not here. Okay. You said he may be at the Overlook, or he is at the Overlook. Oh, there's something's happening here. Oh, hold on. Save F2. Hold. I would know why this man is bound. It's none of your affair. He's a poacher. Hurrah, I know you. You're Robin Hood. So this bully behind me is the true master of Sherwood Forest. Shut up, you. I'll kill you now and save myself a lot of trouble. Robin Hood, eh? Your head will fetch me a fine reward. 'Tis your head that's in greater peril. All you outlaws are cowards. You think I run from the likes of you? This guy's got guts. Not when it takes such great courage to arrest a man whose only crime is hunger. He killed one of the king's deer. The law says he must die. It's the sheriff's greed and the legal taxes he collects that drive the people to such desperate measures. Blood! Why do you care? I order you to surrender yourself at once. Yeah, it's not happening. I want to try talking to him first. Release your prisoner. Put down your bow and maybe I'll let you live long enough to be hanged. By my troth, you're the most arrogant of all the sheriff's men I've ever encountered. And that is very arrogant indeed. And you're nothing but a mewling, milk-sucking outlaw. 'Tis my guess you seek to provoke me into a mistake. Aye, better than sitting here all day, but hear this. If you knock an arrow at me, I'll just step behind this man and let him take it instead. No archer can be quicker than that. You think not? It means only that you never faced Robin Hood. What's to be outlaw? Death by my sword, death by hanging, or will he run off and hide in a hole somewhere? I trust you, Robin Hood. Do what you must. Shut up! Okay, so it looks like we have a choice here. Can I take this guy out? I have to aim for his head. Oh, I got him! By the Virgin, that was masterly shooting. Hold still, fellow. I'll have you untied in a thrice. I will, believe me. What's shooting? I'll never forget this day. I thank you heartily. Is it safe to return for my dear? You'd best not return. We know better how to smuggle such a thing close to town. I wonder if I blow my horn there. I want to go back and test a couple things. Lads, this fellow's had a lucky day, saved from a poacher's fate. Will some of you now help him bring his deer to his family? Well, and I will fetch the deer, Robin. But what of this other carrion? Though he scarcely deserves it, bring a shroud and bury him. 'Tis the only Christian thing to do. Aye, he's on his way to Hades anyway. Well, leave it to us. Thank you again. I can't wait to tell my wife. By the Virgin, I can't wait to tell my friends I was rescued by Robin Hood. Okay, so I want to try a couple things here. Just to see what you can do. First off, knows how to kill this pheasant. Okay. Let us restore back here. What if I kill him? Or I like fired horribly. Okay, even if I follow horribly, he still survives. What if we just say no? For one of my reputation for daring, wit, and cunning, that was a dazzling display of indecision. Yeah, we just left. Wow, that's the thing you can do. You can just like ignore it completely. What if you like walked up to him? How many close are close to me on this spot? Such courage. Scoring means nothing to me. Get back. Okay, he did do it. You gutless murdering scoundrel. I think I just lost 50 points. Oh, and then he kills him. I wonder what the dialogue is here. What happened, Robin? The vile beast murdered this helpless man. May the scoundrel roast in hell! Well, let's see the bodies, Robin. We'll see the bodies, Robin. At least the man's death has been repaid in kind. No comfort for him, I fear that I didn't act quickly enough. Yeah, so the guy can just literally die. Alright, last thing. What if we use our horn? Did I not say you were a coward? You're so scared of me, you must call for help. See, one of the sheriff curls at the bay and most unhappy he looks. Aye, as vicious as cornered rat too. But he calls me a coward in sending for you. I'll call you more besides, you're a stinking pus-filled sore. Well, in truth, what a charming fellow. Still, it is our code to deal fairly with our enemies, even one as vile as this. Aye, so it is. Don't interfere, no matter what happens, I'll deal with him alone. As you wish. Wait, so we call them, and then they leave. Okay. Shut up. So now I guess we kill him? Did that give me more points? I have no idea. I'll have to check in a second. Okay, so that's all the same. Okay, so I have 650. And here I have 652. So I don't think it mattered. Alright. The joy delivered to this man's face makes my life as an outlaw worthwhile. Alright. What just happened? I just missed something there. Hold on. He's broken into a run and plunged into the forest, no doubt to take shortcut home. Okay, I don't care if I didn't get the horn blow or not. It didn't seem to affect it any. There's no one here at the Overlook. Wanting my horn here would destroy my advantage as secrecy. So if I do anything else here, will anything matter? I don't see anything. Okay, so let's go to the hut. Begging your pardon, Robin, but I best make a mind on what I'm doing. Okay, that did nothing. What about the willow? Ah, here she is. Bring no weapons to this sacred place. If you wish it, my lady, I will gladly lay them down. I'm most pleased to see you again. I beg you to stay longer this time. That will depend on you, for I've yet to decide if I may truly trust you. Okay, do I have to give her this, possibly? This is not the token I seek. Okay, silver comb? So he has spoken to Lob. He wouldn't have given you this token unless you agreed to join us. Marion, I love my king as well as any loyal subject. I'll do everything in my power to save him and raise as much ransom as I can. Seizing the stolen treasure that Prince John sends to the abbot will be more than enough. Of course, sweet lady, but you'll not begrudge me the thought of raising more if the means presents itself. So the ransom may be the money that we get to try to pay the king's ransom. It may not be our ransom, if that makes sense. I like not that you think only of stealing. You wound me! I steal only from those corrupted curs who grow fat upon the suffering of others. Then, noble Robin, I beg your pardon and urge you to be a wolf among curs that we may save a lion. But now I must speak more seriously. The prince suspects that we move against him. He has many spies watching the queen and those who serve her, so we must act with great caution. What do you know of the monks from the Fens, such as the one who attacked me? Little enough. Save that for that one deed alone. They've earned my hatred. They're hand-picked men who served Prince John. Each was a soldier. John has bidden them to form a monastic order to cover their true dealings in his behalf. Already they've stolen an object that is vital to my plans. I must have it back before we can make another move. What is it? A simple scroll upon which is drawn the outline of a hand. That is of such import that we must have it? I wouldn't ask otherwise. Then I'll fetch it back for you. I cannot tell you how glad you make me, for I despaired of ever finding a way. Glad enough to reward me with a kiss? Perhaps, when you've earned one. When you have the hand scroll returned here, I'll be waiting. Okay. Let me save under 2. She's the most beautiful woman I have ever beheld. Now that you found me worthy of trust, why don't you tell me more of yourself? You know I served the queen and worked to save the king. What else matters? As beautiful as you are, surely you have. There must be. I'm as tongue-tied as a young boy. Suitors, I'm not betrothed to another man. Nor anyone for whom you care? You're most forward. A man must be when the prize is precious beyond measure. You've a glib tongue. I fear you may be a rake bent on nothing more than a challenging seduction. My lady, if my heart could speak, you know otherwise. Then find a way, Robin Hood. I prefer to judge a man by his actions, not his words. Okay. That went well. I shall lay no hand upon this lady until I know she wishes as much as I. Oh, that's awesome! Thank you, game, for having that. That's very good. Okay, let's try the gem now. Aha! Marion, you barely glanced at this before. Please look more closely. I'm sorry, I was expecting silver when I saw only the green. Blessed lady, how did you come by this? I dreamt of you. You danced in a circle within this very grove. You saw the spiral dance? When you reached the center, you vanished and left this behind. I awoke and found it clutched in my hand. You're trembling. I didn't mean to frighten you. It was you! I also dreamt, but I couldn't see you. I danced and felt you watching, but I wasn't afraid. I felt they were the eyes of my true love. Ever since I saw you, I hoped. You see, I also found a token when I awoke. And mine is half a heart, like yours, but made of diamond. Look. Aww. Can you feel the love tonight? Did you create this? It can only be a gift from the Blessed Lady, the Virgin Queen of Heaven, whom I serve. I'm a priestess of the ancient powers. I danced a spiral dance for the health and regeneration of the forest. Did you feel the renewing force of the emerald and diamond joined? Together they could heal any heart. I felt it, as surely as I feel my love for you. Will you pledge yourself to me, Marion? By these tokens of love, I plight my troth to you, but the fulfillment of our love must wait. Before an outlaw and forest priestess can be free to marry, King Richard must return. I fear you're right. I can offer you neither home nor safety unless I can win the king's pardon. Your love is all I ask. Guard the emerald, keep it safe. 'Tis half my own heart you have in your hands. I must go now. Be most careful in dealing with the monks. I'll pray for your success. Alright, good stuff there. So I knew that I had to show her this. You just get the strong impression you were supposed to somehow. So when I showed her the first time it didn't work, I knew I had to show it to her a second time just to make sure it didn't. Supper was a ribald affair. The lads pressed me shamelessly to tell all. Well, treasure seeker, you've been uncommon quiet upon the lady's virtues now that you truly met her. Aye, you told us of this mission you must undertake in the odd scrolls she wants you to find. But of Marion herself you say nothing. Perhaps he knows you'd wrap it up into some bit of body nonsense, using song and lute to torment us, as indeed you do each night. Why, you piggle-nosed wretch, I could sing the angels down from the heavens. In the skirts of a wench's head. Yet for all my skill, I could not charm a maid to glance twice at you, and you, even with envy at my boyish looks and honeyed voice. Envy? Of a beardless barling who crows like a scrawny rooster? Cease, lads. If I say naught of Marion, 'tis only because words fail me. She is beauty beyond poem or song. Whatever she asks me, I will do. Odds blood! Sounds serious, lads. A Robin is well and truly smitten. Toast to your mission, then. All the rewards that success may bring. Alright, new day? I forgot to save. Top of the morning to ya! Where's Tuck? Is there no breakfast? He's gone out to visit the widow yet again. Claims he's only interested in her wool, but I suspect he's doing a bit of wool gathering, if you know what I mean. At any rate, you're on your own. Ta-ta! Alright, let me drop a... Guess I'll save here. So where are we going first? I guess we're going to the here. Robin, I was about to go for you. What luck you've come? What is amiss? Good woman, why do you weep so? Oh, my heart, if they hang my beautiful boys, it will burst of grief. The sons were arrested, all three of them. Someone betrayed them to the sheriff. I swear by the Virgin Mary, I'll do all my power to save your sons from the hangman's rope. Okay. I cannot speak. Oh, my sons, my beautiful sons. You go ahead. The way needs my comfort for a short while yet. It's about time someone asked my opinion around here. First of all, it's business with the wool. I mean, just jeez. Yeah. It gets worse. Hal threatens to make mutton out of me. It frightens me out of my wits, it does. Pretty sure we've seen that. So... I guess I can leave them for now. Oh, hello. That was like almost instantaneous that someone came this time. Oh, it's a monk. Don't we? Oh, there's another monk too. Wait, what happened to the other monk? Top of the day to you, brother. Thank you. Did you want something? What brings you along Watling Street? I'm not really supposed to discuss it with the strangers. But no one would miss you for quite some time if you didn't return. Oh, mercy, don't hurt me. Well, I've done nothing but talk to you. There's no need to panic. Yet. You and a man of the cloth, would you, sir? And how is it that man of the cloth requires so much cloth to cover his enormous belly? What are those who go hungry while you eat well? And those who are forced to toil upon the abbot's grandiose abbey under the threat of excommunication. You really have to take the help of this grace. Feh, what a useless bloody conversation this is. Oh yeah, you're right. May I go now? I'll think about it. Ah, me, I beg, I'm only a poor helpless monk. I go weary this tired refrain. Have mercy. So I could possibly. There was another monk traveling the other way. Did you see that? Like, I don't want to hurt someone if I don't have to hurt someone. We do this? I hardly need my men. Don't hurt me, I beg you, don't hurt me! Don't be a fool, I scarcely touched you. You're the spine of an earthworm. Another blaze, an outlaw, neither gold nor silver, have mercy. Come now, there's no need for such fear. Is it? Let me go my way? Nay, you have something I desire greatly, your robe. But is that a problem? Oh nay, whatever you want, the robe's yours, so just spare me. That's better. A visit to my camp will refresh you. You can learn the value of good, honest labor. Have mercy! The heck? Alright, well apparently he's learning the value of... Have mercy, oh good fire! How can you console with these thieves and rogues? Take me to town and the I will reward you well. Keep chopping or I'll reward you again with the flat of my blade. Robin, why you make a fine figure of a monk in that robe? Bless you, my son. Take good care of our guests. I'm off to Watling Street. Okay. I stuck in this scene. When he's finished with this, I'll take him to gather more firewood to chop. He'll know the true meaning of honest work when I'm done with him. Have mercy! Okay, that was a thing that happened. But there's this other guy too that I want to check out as well. Let's save under 4. Let's restore F2. Because he's wearing a black robe. One of the militant monks. See if I can go. You block my way, friend. Aye, so do I. I mean, he's wearing a black robe. That means it's gotta be evil, right? Unlike the other guy who just seems to be fat and slothful. Move aside. And if I do not? Since you seem determined to block my way, what is it you want? I'm not a common outlaw. I'm Robin Hood. I know of you. Serving my master well to have you dead. Name your master. Prince John, he who deserves to rule. Traitorous dog, Richard is our king. Not for long. When Prince John takes the crown, then you outlaws will know the true meaning of fear. You'll not rest until he's hunted down every last one of you and sent you to dancing at the end of a rope. Not even this forest will be large enough to hide you from his wrath. That day will never come. As for what I want, your robe and whatever you carry upon you. By the Trinity, I'll give you nothing but the wrap of my staff upon your skull. Okay, this seems like a much more intimidating guy to deal with, and also a much more evil guy to deal with. Although it doesn't matter if you have a brown or black robe. I mean, I guess having a black robe would be better because they seem to be followers of John, right? So let's save under 3. Did I save it all? Under the, yeah, I saved under 4. That's the other result. Okay. And now talk, are you men of words or deeds? So let's try blowing our horn first, see what happens. One man it doesn't, call all you men, matters not, I'm prepared to die. What say, Robin? Do you wish him taken? What say you, monk? Give me a robe and all you carry upon you and you'll go in peace. I say be damned! God doesn't punish you for wickedness, Prince John will. Serve the devil's hound and speak openly of it. What does it matter? I'll give you nothing of my free will, and if you seek to take me by force, I'll kill as many of you as I can ere I die. Stand aside, men. I began this, and I shall finish it as honor demands, 1 to 1. Very well, Robin, but beware of him. Oh, they're all here this time still. Let's drop a new save. My men must wait for me to take action. I must do nothing else save deal with this monk. Not talking, man, and words and deeds. Could try shooting him. Let's try using the hand. One more step and I'll crack your skull open. I believe that well enough. Okay, so this is a loop. That doesn't seem to change any. Could I I don't want to just shoot him in. I mean, I feel like an Indiana Jones scene. Guy comes out with a whip, you just take out a gun and just blow him away. Is there a way I could like fight him on sticks? I don't think so. Like, I could just leave. I flee from the outlaw like the coward that you are. By my troth, you will pay for that insult. Remove your robe and turn away possessions now, or I will kill you. I fear nothing but the judgment of God. Fear though the dishonorable death, but you're a dishonorable foe. You dare? You have a longbow and I a staff. You close an even match. Challenge you in combat with the quarterstaff. Okay, so cool. I could do this. I could raise my bow and we can fight stick to stick. But I had to raise my bow, so running away is probably not a good idea. So let's see what happens if I say nay. Death to traitors. Alright, well that's what happens if you say nay. I have no love for these monks, but you should have fought him fairly. It was a bloody deed! Aye, perhaps, but it's done now, no matter how much I may regret it. Help me with this robe, then take the body away and bury it. Tuck, take my own gear back to my cave for me. So I can either get a brown robe and teach the friar a lesson in what it means to be an honorable man. Yeah, or I can get a black robe. I think I want to go for the black robe because like I said, this guy seemed evil. So if I pull out my arrow, he'll challenge me to combat. I hope this is gonna go like Conquests of Camelot, isn't it? I was horrible in the combat Conquests of Camelot. I accept. Little John, will you lend me your quarterstaff? This monk has challenged my honor. Gladly I will lend it to you. Yep, I'm still horrible in combat. Oh, I jumped! How do I jump? So I can use the arrow keys or the mouse. This guy's tough. He's like jumping over all my attacks. Like I said, I sucked at combat in Conquest of Camelot. I think I blocked one. Nope! Nope! I did not block. Dominate is dead to all outlaws. But all that is slowly, I'll avenge your master's day. You'll fight not until one of us is left standing or your blood covers the ground. I trow, little John, there's nothing that can best you with the quarterstaff. How could I fail, for I had Robin's death to avenge? Now that is avenge. You may choose a new leader, I say let it be you. I could not take his place. Oh, no one can. Someone must, or we'll be sitting around here like this forever. Zonia's going to pieces. Okay, well that was not great. Take two. Ah! You like got first strike on me. Okay, I blocked him that time and I missed. Jeez. It like counter everything I do. So if you do high like that, you go for a high strike. If you hit his head, you go for a head strike. And so on and so forth. And then opposite to you. He fought well. but not well enough. Final blow was so strong it broke his staff. Aye, that was bad luck. Had to make do with his robe and whatever he's carrying. Rest yourself, Robin. We'll remove the robe, and when you change, I'll take your clothes and weapons to your cave. Alright, so I did that the most honorable way, I think. You look the part, Robin, even without a staff. But surely you could have kept Little John's. Nay, he values it too highly. It'll be my wits that keeps me alive, not his staff. Aha, then you're poorly armed indeed. It's just better than not being armed at all like you. Be off with you, rascal. Now the question is, was I supposed to get the black robe? Was I supposed to get the brown robe? That I don't know, but I feel better about this one because this guy's in the league with Prince John, whereas the other guy was just a fat glutton who abused his position and got fat on other people's work. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. I do think that was a thing that happened though. Squires would often get beat like that by their Night Lords. When I read Kaneki and Kikara Court, I think I remember seeing something like that. It's just weird to see it done by an older friar to another friar. Okay, so now I guess if we go here, we can't go here though. Like these are the Fens, but the problem with the Fens is I can't get to it. Because there's all this stuff in the way. So maybe there's a different place I have to go. The monster in the Fens. Maybe there's a place in here I have to go. St. Mary's, for example. Let's see if they kick me out again. Have your business here, brother. Aye, with the abbot. Very well, come with me. What can I do for you, brother? I bring greetings to the prior. He asks if you've had any further instructions from Prince John. Shh! We don't speak of such things in the open. Well, the prior did warn me of your cowardice. He what? Brother, he said, don't expect much of the abbot. After all, he is a fat, ugly-some, lazy, stupid coward and entirely corrupt. Why that? Why he of all never! Oh, and known to have intimate relations with sheep. That's what he said. Most of it. Dang, man! Get out of my sight! Get out! Get him out! Get out! Good lord. I may not have been a useful visit, but it was certainly a satisfying one. Okay, I don't know if that did anything for me. What, you again? You displeased the abbot enough. Be on your way. Okay, but I didn't get anything that I wanted from that. The prior sent me to question your prisoners. I'll have to discuss that with the sheriff. Roger, Giles? Escort this book to the sheriff. I have your message to the prior. Aye, he demands that you turn the captured outlaws over to me. I will take them to the prior for questioning. He demands! They're my prisoners, I caught them. If your prior thinks you can pry valuable information from them, you should jump to obey. Turn them over to me at once. You arrogant, insolent, overbearing hedge priest! I, sir, Prince John, not your prior. If I chose to hang the outlaws, that is what I shall do. Yeah, my son, and tell your prior that he's never to make demands of me again. Take him away! Oh, this hasn't worked well at all. If I could see a sheriff again. He doesn't want to see you again. Let's go back to the Fens where you belong. I mean, this isn't good at all. Where the heck am I supposed to go? I should probably save before I do anything else. I don't think I'm doing this right. Nature of a blind let's play. Okay, I can come here now. The less said to them, the better. You glare at me, innkeeper. What have I done to you? I don't know you, but I know many of your order. I fought with some of you in the Crusades. You changed swords for staves and donned robes, but you're as black-hearted now as you were when you slaughtered children. You judge me harshly. Perhaps I'm not quite as I seem. You wear the robe picked by Prince John. If you're not one of his dogs, change your colors. I will, good man, I will, but not just now. You talk strangely, monk. Aye, and too much sometimes. Wait a moment, I'm busy. Okay. You know business back there. So I can't go here. If you've been wanting any sewing done, I'm at your service. Lob's gone away. How he expects to do business when he's always gone is a wonderment time. So where the heck am I supposed to go? Maybe I go back over to the Overlook, and this time I accost the brown robed guy. Like, do you have a choice between brown and black? And you can't take the other route? This fascinates me as a story-based gamer, because the idea that there's different routes on how to complete something is always really cool, especially in a game like this. I don't see anyone else coming though. And I have no idea what else to do. It's a small door. And like I said, you can't go to the Fens because you can't get across that waterway. What's this? I'll be good to wear my own clothes again. Oh, so those are my clothes. And are these the black robes? I need to take care if I'm to pass one of these militant monks. It'll only take me... I'll only take what I feel is necessary. Okay, so you can go back and forth between robes. But how does that help? Maybe the other monk will appear now that I'm in basic. First time I've had to use the almighty tome that's in the collection that came with this game, because I didn't realize that when we got the monk's robe, we actually picked up new items, and one of those items is a whistle made from a marsh reed, which the Fens monk was carrying. So how do I get across? I had to signal to them. Exactly. I had to signal to them that I need a boat. I hear something coming through the fog. I heard his signal, brother, but I don't know your face. Have you nearly joined our order? Aye, and I've been sent to serve here. Step in then and be seated. I'll take you across. I'm trying to keep his voice from the previous guy, sort of like he's in disguise sort of thing. If you're wondering why I'm using that voice. I have no idea if going to the going to those two places matters or not though. I think you were always just supposed to come here, but yeah, I have no idea. I mean, obviously, there's not going to be a perfect playthrough because I'm only going to look something up if I feel like I'm stuck. That's my rule. When I play a game, I try the best I can to figure something out, and if I get stuck, then I'll only look at what to do next. And then I'll stop reading. So let's go ahead and save under 7. I have business to say, let me pass. You're a new brother, therefore you must prove yourself. I must have the tokens you bear for the guardians of the gate. Nothing but the tokens will serve to make me stand aside, brother. Okay, so this must be the pouch of gems. That's not the order of things, brother. Must have you the first token before you present this. Oh, he probably wants to read. Yeah, this is the first token. I'll wait the rest. Now I give him the gemstones. Accept your tokens, brother. Now you must prove your knowledge of the lore of the gemstones. This is the way of it. I'll pose you 3 riddles. Oh god, I was horrible at these at Conquests of Camelot. These are the 3 stones which you must choose to answer each riddle. If you are right, you will pass in safety. If you are wrong, commend your soul to God, for you will die here. Here is the first riddle. My trees are heavy with fruit. My heart is full of desires. My wife gives birth to a holy child. What do I have? What the heck does that mean? Can I save it here? No. Okay, I know for one that there is... If I pull up the almighty manual, the manual does have a listing of all gemstones. It's got a bunch of weird things, this manual. Maybe I'll have to like show it to you all someday, but it starts with a hand with a bunch of letters on a hand. I do know that back in the older days, people would learn, new people to a mission would learn how to sing based on pointing to a hand, because each part of a hand represents an octave or something. But yeah, apparently there's a bunch of letters on a hand. Then there is 2 pages on trees, such as Rowan, Lewis, Birch, Beth, Ash, Neon, Elder, Ruiz. And such. And then we have gemstones. And we have a list of gemstones and their names. So we have Gate, which is a triangle one. No. This is Gate right here. It has a power of divine attraction and will pull objects toward the sky. It cures lunacy, it cures melancholia, it brings good crops, and it protects sailors at sea. Second one is Turquoise, which is this one. It brings good luck. It warns of danger by changing color. It keeps horses from becoming lame. It protects injuries by falling. My heart is full of desire. My wife gives birth to the holy child. Number 3 is Sapphire, which is this one. It cures boils. It preserves chastity. It preserves secrets. It cures diseases of the eye, and it is the stone of destiny. We have Carnelian. It suppresses blood flowing from wounds. It grants heart's desire. It cures bleeding gums, and it guides the dead to rebirth. 5, the Lapis Lazuli, which is this one. It symbolizes the power of water. It cures disease of the eye. It is the stone of truth. It is a fallen piece of heaven. Amber, which is 6. It cures fever. It cures blindness and deafness. It counteracts poison. It can even make a woman confess her sins. 7, Jet. It controls demons and the power of the underworld where the dead walk. It averts the evil eye. It cures snakebite. It prevents poisoning. Opal. It foresees death in one who is ill. It makes the wearer invisible, and it unites all colors. And then the last one is Quartz. It is petrified ice, fallen so hard it will not thaw. It will not thaw. It draws down fire from heavens. It quenches thirst when held in the mouth, and it represents the Immaculate Conception. Bam! That's what I need. My wife gives birth to a holy child. That's the Immaculate Conception. So that would be a quartz. The first choice is good, brother. Choose now 2 more. Okay, so they don't let us save. The jerks. My trees are heavy with fruit. My heart is full of all desires. And my wife gives birth to a holy child. Wait, wasn't that the same thing? My wife gives birth to a holy child. It doesn't mean Immaculate Conception, though. Trees are heavy with fruit. full of desires. Heavy with fruit and full of desires. I'm looking. Grants a heart's desires. My heart is full of desires. Carnelian. It guides the dead to rebirth. I mean, I guess you could say that of Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm gonna go with Carnelian, which is 4. Ah, the second so is correct. Okay, good. My trees are heavy with fruit. My heart is... But this is still the same. Oh, this is still the same. So I had to figure out one at a time. So my heart is full of desires. My wife gives with the Holy Child. I have those two already done. I was right. That was the same thing, wasn't it? So my trees are heavy with fruit. I need to find something where the trees are heavy with fruit. Brings good crops is in a gate. No other one has that. No other one has something about trees being heavy with fruit. The gate says it brings good crops. Nothing else talks about farming. Nothing else talks about farming. So negate, which is 1, which is the top one here. Good, here's the second. Oh, wait, that was only one riddle? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The drought lengthens, the corn withers in my field, and a witch curses me a glance. What would you give me? So I guess it's 3-parter again. So the drought lengthens the corn. I'm sorry, the drought lengthens, corn withers, witch curses. What would you give me? So I need to give him something that restores the drought, restores the field. So that would be a negate, because it brings good crops. And then the drought lengthens and a witch curses me. A turquoise brings good luck. Famine. No, not famine. Droughts. How water is a lapis lazuli. 5. And then the witch curse. So a jet averts the evil eye. So it could be a jet. Or it could be a turquoise. I'm gonna go with the jet, number 7, which is this one. Alright. 2 for 2. We're not doing bad on this. I must ride upon a fiery horse through valleys filled with adders and seek the fate that awaits me. What should I take with me? Okay, so an adder is a snake, if I'm correct. So we need something that can withstand fire, poison, and be of good luck. Well, I know good luck is a turquoise, which is 2. So that's good luck. So snakes and fires. Isn't lapis lazuli water? 5? I hear the monk stuffed Robin's body into the fens after the guardian cracked his pate. Oh, he failed to study his gemstone lore. I'll not go near those fens now and see the drowned soul lighting the swamps with the other will-o-wisp. We'll be safe enough with a piece of jet or lapis lazuli in hand. How did you know that? Study my gemstone lore in the book. That's how I suggest you do the same. I said lapis lazuli. Alright, what did I say first? The fate that awaits me. And I said this was 2, which is a turquoise. We know it's not a lapis lazuli now. I need something that can cure poison as well. Okay, it's not the lapis lazuli, which is weird. Counteracts poison, amber, 6. What? What? Ah, come on, game. I'm calling nonsense on that one. Okay, so we know 2 is correct. Petrified ice is a quartz. No, eventually I'm gonna get it just because I'm gonna run out of choices. Let's see. Makes the wearers invisible. That could be a thing. Nope. How is it I have... I mean, there's what? 9 stones? And I've chosen wrong 3 times and there's still 2 that are possible? Controls demons, has power in the underworld where the dead walk. Chat, 7. Okay, that's correct. Counteracts poison, amber, 6. I've already chosen that. I've already chosen that. I don't understand why that's not a thing. Have I chosen 4? Carnelian? Suppresses blood from blowing wounds. Grants heart's desire. Oh, it's not 4. Like I said, eventually I have to get it right just because I have to get it right, right? 2. This number is... How about that one? Nope. I don't understand how I'm getting this one wrong, though. I mean, for crying out loud, I have to be at the point where there's only like one logical answer that's left, right? I chose this blue one? No, I have not. Which one is that? That's number 3. Welcome in, brother. 3 is it cures boils, preserves chastity, preserves secrets, cures disease of the eye, and the stone of destiny. I don't know how that riddle fits that description. Someone please let me know in the comment section below. I would love to know that one. I'll also see if I can try to get that page on the screen as well. Just so that you guys can follow along with me. So where are we going? Left is always right, right? Now this looks exactly like Conquests of Camelot. The beginning of the game. The door of this tower is locked. I have a hunch the prior lives here. A monk stands guard over a prisoner that's being tortured in this tower. You may not enter, brother. Prior's orders. It just kicks me out? Yep, apparently. Okay. Let's see. How about here? There are spiral stairs leading upward in this tower. At the top of these stairs is a locked door with a small barred window. Through it, I can see a small prison cell with no one inside. I see desk and scrolls inside. This room set aside for study. Okay. Maybe I can find this scroll here. It's the scribe's desk. It's no wonder monks go blind if they have no more light than this to work with at night. or dig stone walls. From the Vita Crowley, written by Einhard in the 9th century, is a description of the habits of Charlemagne, ruler of the Franks. It says that he was extremely temperate in partaking of food and drink, especially drink, and abhorred drunkenness, especially in himself or any of his family. He ate only 4 courses in his daily meal, and most dearly loved hunted meat roasted over a spit. During the meal, he would hear some sort of recital and entertainment of history and stories of ancient deeds. Often in summer, after a light meal of fruit, he would sleep for 2 or 3 hours. He would wake 4 or 5 times during the night. He would admit friends, litigants, and do other business even while dressing if the need was urgent. He knew many foreign tongues and was exceedingly skilled in Latin. He valued scholars and had many learned teachers, and studied also rhetoric and astronomy. He would fill his bed with tablets and notebooks, attempting to learn the art of writing, though he advanced not far in this, having started late in life. It is from an Anglo-Saxon manual of astronomy written by a century ago. It notes how the sea flows according to the rising of the moon, and that a tree cut down during a full moon will be harder against worm eaten than those cut down under a new moon. It is not stars, but fire that falls from the sky, being fire which flies from the heavenly bodies, for stars are fixed as God placed them in the firmament, and cannot fall as long as this world endures. Yet the moon, sun, evening, and day, star, and 3 other stars are not fixed and moved in their courses through the heavens. Septem planetae, these 7 are called, or septum. Here's a description of a palace in Constantinople called Magnara, or Magna Ola, meaning the Great Court. The emperor's chair within this place was so constructed that it could be raised to a great height, even into the ceiling, and lowered again. Before the seat was a tree made of gilded bronze, in whose branches were birds of gilded bronze, which would utter notes to match the species. Gigantic lions of gilded wood or bronze had tails that would lash the ground, jaws that opened to emit roars with quivering tongues. This was written by Limpard in his Antipodosis in the 10th century. The scroll contains a piece of history written by Paulus Orosius in the 5th century. It deals with Vesorus, king of Egypt in 480 Anno Domini. Anno Domini in the year of the Lord. It's not... AD does not mean after death, my friends. AD does not mean after death, because it doesn't make any sense. Because if Jesus Christ was born in 1 AD, according to the Pope Gregorius who made the calendar, you're not going to be born a year after you're dead. That doesn't make any sense, alright? AD means Anno Domini, or in the year of our Lord. So in 480, the year of our Lord. Basically, any year is the year of the Lord's coming. Also, the year of the Lord is the year that the Lord came to earth, 1 AD. Now, I know there's some question about that. Maybe Jesus Christ could have been born 3 BC instead of 180. That's not important. The guy who made the calendar said that was the date, and so that's why it is what it is. Vesorus declared war upon the Scythians and sent an envoy with their terms of submission. This only angered the Scythians. Thinking Vesorus both rich and stupid, the Scythians warned him to beware the uncertainties of war. Then to forestall the attack on them, they marched forth and attacked Vesorus. They drove Vesorus out of his own realm, but the Egyptian army forced them to retreat until they were too severely hampered by marches to continue the war. Thereupon, the Scythians instead subdued Asia, and a war lasted 15 years. They were only forced to return to the homeland by the demands of their wives, who threatened that if they did not return, the women would have children by men of other tribes. Interesting date there, 480, because I believe it's, 476-ish? Augustus Julius, or Julius Augustulus, was defeated by Odoacer, and became the king of Italy, ending 1/2 of the Roman Empire. The scroll speaks of what philosophies call atoms. And by the way, if my history is wrong, please correct me in that box below. I love it. I love history. I love studying history. I love everything about it. So yeah, if I'm wrong, let me know. The scroll speaks of what philosophers call atoms, which is so minute that they are indivisible and cannot be cut or divided or further broken down. It is believed that these atoms sweep through the void of the universe restlessly, going in all directions. Some ancient philosophers consider that all things, grass, crops, trees, fire, water, spring from and are composed from these atoms. In Greek, tomos means division, atomos means indivisibility. Oh, there's a summon in Final Fantasy X called Atomos. And also the gate thing in Final Fantasy V called Atomos. Thus writes Isidore of Seville in the Etymologies in the 7th century. Still not finding the scroll of the hand, though. The scroll tells of Amazons. These were wives whose husbands were killed in war. Deeply affected, they rose up and killed all the men who remained so that all the women would be equally affected. Then they turned and destroyed the enemy who had first slain their husbands. They burned off the right breasts of the girl children so that they would not be hampered in shooting the bow. I did not know that. The Amazons had two queens, Marpecia and Lampeto. And they would draw lots to see who would go to war and who would remain to protect their home. The Amazons conquered most of Europe, took many cities in Asia, and founded other cities and became rich with plunder. Such fear did they spread that at last Hercules came with 9 warships and assaulted them by surprise and massacred the 2 sister queens who ruled then, Antiope and Erythea. Penthesilea then became queen and fought heroically in the Trojan War. Indeed. Penthesilea was considered to be beautiful, and Achilles fought Penthesilea. Penthesilea died, and Achilles actually cried over her. He kind of was smitten by her, and it was, I guess you could say, love at first sight, but they were on opposite sides of the war, and so it came to be. Thus reads the history of Paulus Orosius of the 5th century. I believe Achilles actually gave her a burial as well and treated her like an honored warrior. Here it is, the most amazing account of the siege of Jerusalem. Christians, Greeks, and Syrians were joined in their assault. Count Raymond, Duke Godfrey, also Robert Count of Normandy, and Robert of Flanders were there. They built a siege tower of small pieces of wood and all that was to be had, and bound it with leather thongs. They attacked with catapults and other contraptions, and daring soldiers launched stones and arrows from the siege tower. The Saracens within hurled from their sling torches and flaming brands soaked in oil and fat, and thus many died upon both sides. By noon of the day dedicated to Venus, the walls were breached and taken. Franks and others poured in and pursued the Saracens, so that the enemy were driven to take refuge inside the holy places. Within the Temple of Solomon, 10,000 Saracens were decapitated. Not a soul was spared, neither the women nor children. The squires and poor soldiers slit the bellies to search for jewels that had been swallowed, and then burnt the bodies to the search in ashes for coins. Man, horrible. After the massacre, the Crusaders sacked the homes and took whatever they found there, rich or poor. However, Count Raymond allowed Turks, Arabs, and some 500 dark Ethiopians who had taken refuge in the Temple of David to depart alive, after leaving all the money within the citadel. This is written by Geoffrey of Monmouth in his Historia Regum Britanniae. Ah, this is the description Marion gave me! I'll tuck it into my sleeve. Alright, we found the scroll of the hand. Isidore of Seville of the 7th century wrote the etymologies. Herein is a writing upon the origin of glass. It says glass came from Phoenicia next to Judea. There is a swamp from which comes the river Bellas at the base of Mount Carmel, and it flows for 5 miles into the sea. The sands are washed clean from the river, and where meals were prepared along the beach, and have no stones to place under utensils, they put down lumps of the mineral natron from their ships. When the natron burned, it mixed with the sand, and the new liquid flowed but was translucent. Soon, by experimentation with other substances, they developed this art and learned to melt copper and natron within, and afterward to blow lumps into shapes. A legend says that a man brought a glass vial to Tiberius Caesar and threw it upon the ground. It did not shatter, but dented like metal. The man could hammer it back into shape like metal, yet was glass. Caesar asked if anyone else knew this secret. The man said only he knew, whereupon Caesar had him decapitated, saying that if glass could be made that did not break, then gold and all metals would be worth more than mud. Wow. William of Newburgh reports this in the Historia Rerum Anglicarium. It tells of a village at the mouth of the River Tweed in the northern regions. A poor but very evil man was buried, but at night would leave his grave and walk again. At his side would run a pack of barking dogs. This sight and sound threw the people into great terror until he returned to his grave at dawn. Those unlucky to be caught would have the blood sucked by this creature. The elders consulted, having heard other tales. Thus they hired 10 bold young men to dig up the horrible corpse and chop it to pieces and burn it. Yet after it was destroyed, still a plague came and killed most of the people, and it was said the plague came from the walking dead. Is this a different scroll? There's no notation in the writer of this scroll, yet it seems to speak of the history of this very fortress turned monastery. It speaks of the Ignis Fatuus, the will of the wits, whose name means foolish fire. Theirs, it says, are the spirits of the dead, those who are drowned in this fens. It speaks also of the guardians of the gate and names them thusly. Cogito, the thinker. So cogito means to think, famously spoken, cogito ergo sum, I think therefore I am. Militia, the malicious. Ineptus, the foolish. Vocalis, the speaker. Aenuus, the hungry. Hilarious, the jolly. And Deformus, the ugly. I wonder if I have to, like, write these down. I'll probably go back in recording and look at these again. It ends with this. When you've touched the face of wisdom and the face of that which hungers, then will the fool's tongue be loosened and the path made clear. The fact that they're all capitalized kind of tells me something. Herein Sulpicius Severus of the 5th century writes of the power of St. Martin, who had gone to a pagan village and destroyed an ancient temple. He began then to cut down a sacred pine tree, but the priests of the place objected. St. Martin explained that it was not holy, but the boldest of them challenged him. He said, if you have such faith in this God you worship, we will ourselves cut down this tree if you will allow yourself to be bound to the ground where it will fall, trusting only to your God to save you. This St. Martin allowed, and was made fast onto the ground where the pagans thought no doubt could be that the tree would fall. As they cut, they cried out joyously, drawing a crowd. St. Martin had no fear and waited patiently, with full faith in the Lord. As the tree fell crashing, he lifted up his hand, and the tree was driven back, to fall in the opposite direction, nearly falling upon those who had cut it. Thus were the pagans dismayed, and the village brought under the salvation of God. What a story. By Venetius Honorius Clementinus Fortunatus, taken from Opera Patrologia Latina in the 6th century. 'Tis a poem entitled Curse on the Chef. Black-hearted wretch, all caked in smoke, face like a stew pot smeared with soot. Like your utensils, filthy black, you three-legged pot, you smiley pan, you don't deserve these verses mine. I'll make a charcoal sketch instead, whose shameful likeness will recall a pitch-black-hearted man withal. And 'tis followed by Take It Easy, which reads as follows. Drop business and lawsuits on the Palatine. This festive table bids you dine and wine. Let din of law and wrangling cease, cases rest. The day is joyous, to relax is best. The duties of the cellarer of a monastery are described. He must be intelligent, mature character, sober, have no greed, nor be lazy or insulting, nor boisterous. He should do nothing without the abbot's orders, and do whatever he is ordered. He should not offend the brothers, and should answer with humility and reason any untoward request. He should take care of children, guests, the sick and poor, for by his treatment of them will he be weighed on the day of judgment. He is to look after the vessels and all sacred articles of the monastery. He is to give out equally and fairly the proportioned provisions to all brothers. This is written by the Benedict of Nursia in the 6th century in his Regula. Alright, well I think that is all of the scrolls. And we've done a lot today. Thank you for everything, my friends. I love you all so very much. Thank you for those who have commented on the first video and who have liked it. I really do appreciate that. It means the world to me. Please have fun in the comment section talking about history, talking about legends, talking about Robin Hood. Just don't talk about spoiling this game. It's the only thing I ask. But yeah, have fun with this. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I can't wait to see more. And until next time, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.